A great good evening, everybody. So we are live here on UNYC LPU's page. It's an official page of UNYC LPU. I can see a lot of people joining in. There's Rose Maria Shaju and other people joining in, and it's amazing. I hope you guys are having a great evening right now, and I was having a great evening right till now, and I was very excited for this session. So I welcome you all to the session called Unwind, where we share the unshared, and it's called Unwind with UNYC. It's a great initiative by UNYC where we take prominent figures or all the amazing people out there, and we give a shout out to them, and we ask them everything that it takes to be successful. So I see a lot of people joining in. There's Rishabh Sahu, there's Navneet Singh, there's Rose Maria Shaju. Hey everybody, can you tell me how your evening was going on? And yeah, so it's 6:31 right now. Can you guys tell me, please respond? It's just amazing to see people over here. Hi Srivardhan Vanam. So those of you who do not know what we are doing right here, we are going to have a live session with Mr. Sachin Sidhra. I'll introduce him afterwards. But right now the live session is called Unwind with UNYC, and in this session we share the unshared. It's an initiative by UNYC where we'll call people who are prominent figures and we'll get to know from them what's happening. Hey Priyanka, how are you doing? I hope you're having a great evening. How was your evening till now? I hope you're excited for the event, for the session also. Okay, I'm waiting for the replies. And what did you guys do this evening? Okay, amazing. You all people are here. Okay, I see the Sabina Ba. Okay, so guys, I'll tell you again. So we are here for Unwind with UNYC, and here we're going to share the unshared. I know you guys will love it. And hi Ashutosh Bhaiya, hi Aditya, hi Avik Bhaiya. Everybody's joining in. I'm just waiting for our honored guest over here, whose name is Sachin Sidhra. I'll introduce him in a while. I hope you guys are really excited for the event, and I am. I know that. So yeah, how was your evening? Just tell me that. I would love to know that. Okay, there are a lot of people joining in, and you guys can share the word also, because there's going to be a very motivating and inspirational session today. And yeah, best teacher. Yeah, You're talking about Mr. Sachin Sidhra. That's nice. Yeah, he's the best teacher. I have known him for a year now. This creative soul. It's a nice name. You're excited for the event. Okay, tell me, how was your evening? First of all, what did you do that is new? And I am waiting for Mr. Sachin Sidhra to join in. Just let me try once if he's here. Okay, let me check. Okay, just a second, guys. Alright, can technical team see that if sir would be there? Yeah, sir is ready to join. Okay, I am looking out for sir. I still cannot see sir in the participants list, although I know there must be some technical difficulty. So till then, you guys can tell me that how was your evening going on. There are a lot of people who are there. Creative soul and a lot of people. Aditya, Avik, Priyanka and all. So let's look again. So till then, I'll tell you how my evening was, because okay, Sham Mastani, yeah, it was the same. So okay, nothing special. So I'll tell you how my evening was and what I was doing the whole day. So most of you must be offline now. It's cold. Yeah, it's cold. So I am at the university right now, and it is cold. It is indeed cold. It's north. I am from north, so I don't mind cold. It's been there in my family that we've been going through a lot of cold weather. But yeah, so this evening I was at LPU, and I was with friends. I made this ID card at LPU, and I did a lot of stuff. That was really nice experience. I would actually urge everyone who's online. I know you're dying to be here at the university, but I would share the experience that yeah, it's a great experience. It's worth it. It's worth being in the university. You grow as a person. You have a lot of experiences. You made a lot of great friends. You get a lot of acquaintances and everything. It's just amazing, and you can grab any sort of opportunity. Okay. Can technical team? Okay, see you tomorrow. Yeah, I will attend classes from tomorrow most probably. I'll have to think about it. Yeah. Oh, Snow Angels. What is this live about? Okay, for those of you who just joined in, the live is called Unwind with UNYC. UNYC is United Nations Youth Community, and here we are going to share the unshared. Okay, and yeah, and my name is Manan Agarwal from for those of who still don't know me. So I'm the host for today, and we are waiting for our honored guest, Mr. Sachin Sidhra. Again, I would request the technical team to look upon Sir. I am not able to see him in the list. Okay, I can see him. Okay, cool, got it. In a minute. Right. Nice, amazing. Okay. So tell me, how was your evening, Creative Soul? Which V77777 joined in. Amazing. Yeah, Creative Soul was saying that yeah, it's cold. It's so cold out here. You see me in Jersey and all. Yeah, I have invited Mr. Sachin Sidhra, and sir will be here in a minute, I guess. Just waiting for him to join in. So I'll ask, how was your evening? Anything interesting about it? I got from Priyanka that there was nothing interesting. Did you attend the classes today? And how many of you are offline and how many of you are online? Just write online or offline. If you are online or if you are offline. Right? Any of those if you want. And we can do a polling after that regarding this also. Who wants to be online and who wants to be offline. Right? Okay. Subsina joined in. You guys have great usernames. That's commendable. I should. Okay, offline. Do you expect offline or are you offline? So far online. Okay, so far online. So do you want to come offline, seeing the experience that people are having? It is actually like it is cherishable experience. Everybody should have it. Okay. Sir is here. I'll just join. I'll just give him a request to join in. And here we go. Okay. I know Rishabh Bhaiya is not offline right now. He wants to be offline. Yeah. Okay. You guys want to be offline now. All right. Good evening, sir. Have a great evening, sir. I hope you are having one.
Yes, I am indeed. Thank you so much.
Yes, sir. So, sir, first of all, I'll introduce you for the audience. Okay. So this is Mr. Sachin Sidhra. He is the faculty facilitator at LPU. He's the assistant professor. He's the most kindest person I've seen in LPU till now. I've been acquainted with him for almost 1 year, and he's a great man. He's a great personality. He has guided me a lot, like literally a lot. And it's been an honor, sir, to be associated with you for 1 year till now. And he does a lot of stuff. So yeah. So I welcome you here, sir, to Unwind with UNYC, and I hope we'll learn a lot of things, and you'll also have great time with students like us.
Looking forward to it.
Yes, sir. So how is your evening going, sir? I was asking everybody this thing. And ask you
My
also.
evening, I had a nice cup of ginger tea and spent some time with my son, and now he's outside the room shouting for me to open the door, which I cannot do. But I had a nice time with the family, and now after this also, I'm going to continue with the same. Yes, the evening is just the usual, but yeah, a nice cup of tea and a little bit of snacks does it good after an entire day.
It does. It does. Indeed, sir. That's really amazing that you're having a great family time. And I've seen your son. He's really cute. I like he's adorable actually. So yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes, sir. So, sir, since it's Unwind and we are going to share something that you haven't shared, so let's go on first of all with your journey. Like, how has been your journey in life? First of all, career-wise, also relationship-wise, also everything. Because you might not have shared everything everywhere. So let's do that today. So in every aspect. Yeah.
Okay, so where do you want me to start with?
Okay, let's start from your family background and let's gradually go towards your career and how you grew as a person.
Okay, so my family background, I come from a family a very humble middle class family, yet a family of achievers. My
Right.
granddad was the treasurer of RBI Gold Treasury at the time of the first, second Indo-Pak wars, and he retired as that in 1980s. And my father is an Olympian. My uncles, both of them, are into specialized professions and you know, doing pretty good for themselves. So I've grown in the family of achievers and self-made people. So that's something that is in me as well. And there has been a tradition. I can call it a family tradition only, that the son has never followed the father's footsteps. So it's
Right.
in profession, not otherwise. I mean, in terms of family values and everything, we have been the same. We all are same, just a ditto copy of each other. But professionally, no father and son have had the same profession in our family, and this has gone going. This has been going on. There's no doubt about it, and we are all happy and we are all proud to call ourselves self-made, and that's what I am. I am totally a self-made person. I've been a sports person just like my father, but I've not been into the same sport. I have played athletics, whereas my father was an Olympian for hockey. And
Right.
I'm a national level athlete, short distance running, 200 meters, 100 meters, and long jump. And I'm also a national level kho player. So
Amazing.
the reason why I did not follow the same sport as my dad, because again, you know that when your father is an achiever in some field and you join the same field, so people usually have that comparison and then they talk about favoritism and everything. So we've never done that.
Yeah.
And I'm the youngest one at home. So the moment I say that I'm the youngest one, people usually say that, oh, you must be the most pampered one. No, I was
Pampered
not the
one. Yeah.
most pampered one. My sisters, who were elder to me, were more pampered, more protected, and more given liberties than I. So, because my dad always used to tell me, you are a man and you have to take up the responsibility of another family in future. So, man up. Don't
Right.
uh, don't be too soft. Don't be too uh, don't have that self pity on yourself, because if you have pity on yourself, you can't have pity on your family, and your family will always be in problems. So that's what he has taught me, and that's how I've been growing up. But yes, it's not the case that I was not allowed to cry. I cried. I still cry whenever I want to. um, you know we are a family where every time learning is a constant. So that brought me to my profession that I am to, and that is training and development. Because
Right.
uh, this is a very big coincidence that all three of us, my sisters and I, we all are almost in the similar profession. I am an assistant professor. My eldest sister is a center head for Euro Kids in Bangalore, and my second sister, the one between my eldest and I, is also a trainer in the United States in one of the companies. So we are almost into the similar profession, and thanks to our parents, both my mom and dad, we have been blessed with very good values and very good thought process. The worldly
Right.
values were given aptly by our father. He threw us all out at the right age where we needed to learn things. And our mother was always there to teach us, the personal and the family values that we were supposed to learn. And that's how I grew up. I mean, learning was a constant always, and not just learning. I mean, fun was always a part of it. But yes, I've grown up in a joint family, and that's why my thought process is helping others, be there for each one of each other, and all those kind of things. Nowadays, you see, not many people are from joint families, and when you meet one of them, you automatically recognize them. So yes, I'm one of them. And then coming to my education, I was not very bright as a student. If people
Okay.
think that I was very
That's
bright,
hard
no,
to
I was
believe
not.
in that. That's hard
No,
to
no, no.
believe in this.
That's. Being very honest. I'm not being humble at all here. I'm being very honest. I was an average scorer all the time, but yes, I am an all-rounder. In you know, my school. And that's what my principal also proudly talks when she meets me in front of the few current students that are there. Now my principal is the director of the school where I passed from. And
Okay.
I still visit my school, and when I visit my school, the principal is always like, okay, so I'm going to tell people who you are. So um, she used to say the only place Sachin would rarely be found is in the classroom, because he'll be found on the assembly stage, on the ground, in the sports field, um, in the CCA rooms, in the music classes, everywhere. So I was giving my part everywhere, but that was probably because I was not very good at studies. So I thought that, I have to have my moment of shining, because I had the best of the, the class topper was my friend. So my best friend was the class topper. So,
Okay.
you always have that competition in you, and I had that in me. So I talked to my teachers, and they were always encouraging. They were always up for holistic development. And that's where I tell everybody that it's not important that you score the best of the marks all the time. It's important that
True.
you do score well, but not the best, not the topmost marks all the time. You can be creative. You can be, you can be a person who has a big personality to carry with. And I
Right.
think I do carry that kind of a personality where I have shades of everything. You talk to me about mythology, I can share my piece of knowledge. You talk to me about the world, I can share my piece of knowledge. And that is how I have been brought up by my school teachers also. So I'll thank my school teachers for that. And
Right.
I always consider this one thing, and I always tell, I rather as a parent, I would be like that for my son also. My parents used to tell me that we are at home, your teachers are in school, so they are your parents in school, and that's the value that I have. So my
Right.
parents used to surrender me to the teachers, and they used to say, you have to do whatever they say.
Right.
And I was like, okay, so if I've been punished because I was a naughty kid, I'm a very naughty person. I'm very mischievous. I would have the best of slapstick humor. I can, rather the word humor is still underrated. Sometimes my younger brothers and sisters tell me, you don't do humor, you humiliate people. So I am that kind of a person. And the fact is, I have that old school humor. I don't I'm not very classy in those terms. Yeah, I might look very classy. I might act classy for a while, but once I strike chords with people, I'm very uh, Indian at heart and very desi in my approach. So that's how
Right.
I am, and that's what I believe in. I mean, why do I leave myself if I'm going to any place? So
That's
I'm
true.
I'm very sarcastic. So I would hit anybody with a sarcasm, uh, just while passing by in the corridor. So recently, I'll just share this small example. Someone told me, "Oh, you've got a great mustache nowadays." So I said, "The day I take
Yes.
it off, I'll give it to you. Frame it." So that was the simple sarcasm I threw at that person, and he was like, "No, it's okay." I was like, "Okay, no, your choice." So, so this is me, and this is how I have grown up. And when it came to my education, till 10th, I was very happy-go-lucky. I had, in the 10th farewell in our school, uh, our teachers asked us, "What do you want to be?" I said, "Let's pass 10th and then think." That was my dialogue.
Wait, sir. Sir, sorry to stop you, but you had a farewell in 10th class. We don't usually
Yeah.
have that.
No,
You.
our school had a culture of giving
Okay.
farewells in 10th as well as in 12th.
All
So,
right.
because after 10th, when I was in school, at that time it was a little different. Every school did not have 11, 12. So, our school had, but not every school in the city had. So, what
Okay.
happened was people used to leave for 11 and 12th in a junior college. So, a
Oh,
graduation
yeah.
college, the autonomous colleges, they used to have 11th and 12th also. I'm talking about the old education system. Probably your
Yeah.
parents would know about this. So I
Yeah.
was there, and they gave us a farewell. And in the 10th standard, actually, the teachers asked us that, what do you want to be? I said, let's pass 10th standard and then think. So everybody was like,
Right.
what? You've not thought about it? I want to be a doctor. I want to be an engineer. I said, I want to be a graduate. Probably, yes. So that was my way of doing things. But by, in like 10, 15 days after passing my 10th standard, I was very clear I'm not a science guy because this is a very big joke with myself in my life. I've got 36 marks in maths in 10th standard. I've just passed. So in Hindi, I can say मेरा maths के साथ 36 का आंकड़ा है.
It's kind of hard to believe still. I did not think.
Yeah, so I have this thing with mathematics and science. I'm not too good with that. Probably I was good with numbers, but when maths has those English alphabets coming in, I get confused. Uh,
All right. Happens.
so yes,
It's
so I moved
actually
to
confusing.
where so I moved to where maths is used as as numbers, and that's accountancy, commerce, and I became a
Yeah.
commerce student. I've done my 11th, 12th in commerce. I've done my graduation and bachelor's in commerce from Nagpur University. That's my hometown and the university in the hometown. So I passed from an autonomous college. It's more than 100 years old. It's now a heritage college actually of India. It's still
Okay.
autonomous, self-funded college. It's a Christian missionary college called Hislop, the Hislop College, Hislop, and it has a very rich heritage. And we had a mix of different students over there. But being a Christian missionary thing, so I had my struggles over there because I was from sports. So in a missionary school and college, the first preference is always given to the boys and girls who are actually from the same mission, and they are playing, and they have the reasons for it. Either they are from a very poor family and they have funded education, so they need to be given that push. So
Right.
after I went to my graduation college, I reduced my sports activity. I was more playing freelance, not representing college anymore. But yes, I took up
Okay.
cultural activities over there. So you take me off one thing, I go into another. That's how I have been all the time in my life. And I performed back to back in my first year, second year, final year, because I had 3 years of graduation as BCom. So all 3 years I was in the fest and I performed, and we got the best, best event awards all 3 years in a straight row. And then I've done a lot of things. I was, again, as I told you, I was not much into classes. And back in my
Right.
days, 2004, 5, people never used to go to classes. So I started working at the age of 19. My first job was with Airtel. So I worked with Airtel I used to sell
Right.
prepaid SIM cards on the roadside. So
Okay.
that's where I started. That was my first thing. And that was just because I had a quarrel with my father over pocket money. So
Okay.
he said, go out and earn and then you will know. I said, okay, I'll go out and earn. And I went to Airtel. They were recruiting and they said, okay, aap bech loge? I said, haan, bech lunga. And there I was on the streets. And after 3, 4 days, I thought it's difficult. So one of my friends had a mobile phone and accessories shop. I went to him. I said, you are going to sell my SIM cards and I'm going to give
Hmm.
you commission. So we
Oh.
had a commission arrangement, and I used to sit at his shop also for the entire day, and I used to sell SIM cards from there. And all my
Okay.
college friends used to know that if you want a new Airtel SIM card, go to Sachin. He can get it done for you. So that's how
Right.
I learned what is called street smartness. So
Yes.
street smartness came into me with that. Then I went back to my dad and I said, I've done this for 3 months and I'd like you to add me to your business. Let me help you. So I went with my dad as well. But then again, I was not too much of a person who wanted to sit in one place. I like to be free and I like to roam around. So after a
Yes.
few years of working, completing my graduation, I started with my postgrads. Initially, I started in India, but then I went abroad as well. So uh, after that, when I went to my postgrads, I left my dad's business, and then after that, after postgrads, I straight away joined HR industry, and I've been into different sectors of the HR industry throughout in the last 10 years, ranging from training development, recruiter, consultant, and finally landing into the role of what I love to do, that is academician, and I'm an assistant
Right.
professor here at LPU for the last 5 years now. So this is how my 11 years of professional full-time professional career plus 5 years, 16 years of working life has been, and this is how I've been growing. So Yeah, I'm one of those people who knows how to spend 1 lakh rupee in 1 hour, but I also know the
Okay.
value of a 500 rupee note that is remaining last in your wallet when all your
Yeah.
accounts are exhausted. So
Yeah.
that's how I am.
That has like I got the sum of everything that you had everything in your life. Like it was inspirational, motivational, thrilling, everything in your life. Like
Yeah,
when you
thrilling,
say that,
yes.
yeah.
Thrilling, especially, yes. I agree. Thrilling was. I enjoy the thrills.
Yeah, it's been like I asked you that tell me all the aspects that you had. So you had all the aspects of life, like selling Airtel SIMs. So this also I can relate to because I know that yeah, it's very important to have the street smartness. I have known that yeah, you should do at least these kinds of jobs someday you should do. You get to know a lot of things, how to interact with people, how to convince people and all these things. And I believe that this helped you in your career afterwards also, right, sir? So yeah,
Right.
that's been amazing. So now when we talk about teaching, and it's high time that we should talk about this because you are also a teacher and we are talking a lot about university, offline, online, and all this stuff. So what do you think that how is the university education now changed? Let's not talk about COVID right now, but from your old times, and how do you feel students should behave? Like you were a mischievous in regard of academics. So
Hmm.
should the students be like this? Like they should be all rounders, according to you?
I I still believe all round development is important. And if you see on the operational perspective, UGC has still not made 90% attendance compulsory. They only have made 75% attendance compulsory. Okay, so they have given you a window of 25% where you can go out, you can experiment, you can do social work, you can do odd events or something like that, and invest in that and grow. So it's important for you to do that. And moreover, in the university, there is a very nice provision of duty leaves if you are participating in
Okay.
events. So we all have that thing, and we understand the importance of it. Why? Because when you move out of the university to your jobs, there, before your education gets applied, your people skills gets applied. And people skills
That's
is
true.
actually street smartness. It's your world knowledge that you have. How do you handle people? How do you recognize someone? What kind of a personality is he or she? How do you save yourself from cons, and how do you befriend the right kind of people? So that is ultimately very important for us, because if someone is going out before their qualification, their world knowledge comes into play. So that's how important it is. And I think yes, in my days we did not have opportunities like what you have. I'll tell you why. Because we were having standalone colleges that were
Okay.
funded by either a Christian missionary, or probably which was funded by an educational trust or somewhere, and they reported to a university which had one small
Okay.
campus. Limited number of people used to study in that campus, mostly researchers, and there were no full-time graduation courses and all running in the university campus. The university had a big administrative office in the center of the city, and we used to go only to the university campus when we had to fill our examination fee. Not even
Okay.
a single lecture, a guest lecture, nothing like this was there in trend at that time. Slowly
Okay.
and gradually, when university campuses like LPU and more campuses of NIT started opening first. Then private universities players came into market. Education got a lot streamlined, and for you it is very easy. Why? Because in the campus itself you have everything. You have street smartness to apply in the student organizations. You can go to the events, you can go to this, you can go to that. You want a part-time job, you can take it in the campus only. All right. So I don't know how many
That's
of
true.
you know this, but in the campus itself, when we were working at full capacity in 2019, some of your seniors, Manan BTech CSE students, were actually playing Zomato delivery boys in the evening.
Really? Wow.
Yeah. So we had Zomato and
That's
Swiggy in the campus, and they were
okay.
delivering food, and no outside delivery people were allowed. So what happened
Okay.
is these kids, they used to go to the main gate, take the parcel from the person who's delivering from outside, and used to come and deliver it either to the hostel where it should be delivered, or to us also. So they used to come to
Okay.
our academic blocks also, and they used to come under the block and they used to give us a call. Sir, I'm standing here. Please come and collect your parcel. So once I ordered something, it was from Lovely Sweets inside the campus, and the through Zomato, and the person came in. I said, "Sir, I'm standing under block 38. Please come and collect your parcel." I went down and I looked at that guy and I said, "What are you doing here?" He said, "Sir, I deliver in the evening." I said, "Oh." He said, "Good evening, sir. I didn't know it's your parcel." I said, "You didn't check the name?" He said, "Sir, who usually reads the name? It's a parcel. I just gave a call." And I said, "You don't have my number saved?" He said, "No, sir, I don't have your number saved. That's why I didn't know." So, that's how we give opportunities to people to do a lot of more things rather than just, study, get qualified and leave. So
Yes.
we have all those opportunities there. And you guys are fairly lucky that you have it in a closed, secure environment. We did not have anything like that. We had to go out and face the wrath of the hardcore, people whose house used to run on their salaries and they used to try to overthrow us. So yeah, there is a difference. And now, with things becoming more streamlined, you have more opportunities to develop yourself. So I think yes, all round development always is important, and it will always be important. You cannot ever eliminate its importance.
Yeah, it's totally true. I totally agree with you, and I hope that every person agrees. And that's what we get after we do schooling. Like I've seen my mates, like you've told that you had a topper friend, so you get it from them that yeah, it's important to study, and you get the competition on. But sometimes you see that there is more to it than studying. There's more to it than custom studying and all these things that are going on. So that's the main part. Now, when I might have told the audience that you are a professional trainer and you have trained everybody in soft skills and you've trained me. I am the evidence of how you train people and how you have made people great from like. So it's been amazing. So what can you tell people some advices that you have learned just from your experience, not in your like in your personal life, how have you learned the soft skills and all? Yeah.
Well, soft skills, I think the term soft skills is more corporate. I'll say these are life skills. If you, I'll say, if you Google top 10 life skills listed by CBSE, you will see whatever you're learning in your soft skills courses in the university, they are all listed over there. Everything is there. Okay. Now, don't don't let soft skills be a concept or a subject in your mind. Make it a habit. That's something that I would say, because soft skills is a skill which cannot be touched. It's an untangible or intangible kind of skill, and these are only felt. And it's mostly about your behavior. So you need to know how to behave the right way in the right place at the right time. This is the basic definition of soft skills. And I think, how did I learn soft skills? I learned soft skills since school. Why? I was not in one of the biggest or the most costliest schools of the world. No. Yeah. I was in a school where they believed in creating brand ambassadors that mattered and created the legacy for the school. Um, and that's what I have done. I have done my part of being the brand ambassador. My doctor friends would have done their part of being the brand ambassador. My, you know, my lawyer friends would have done their part of being the brand ambassador. And we have all done that for our school. But how? By showcasing what our school has taught us. And it's not history, civics, geography, economics, science, maths, Hindi, English. It's skills, the the lovely life skills that we have got from them. They have taught us problem solving. They have taught us, you know, creative thinking, and that's what we have done all the time. Okay, and I still do, and I still tell people. I do this in the classes also. I tell people, stop taking this as a subject. I would still say this: please don't take it as a subject. It's not a subject. And learning soft skills, look around you. Everybody is teaching you something. You go to a vegetable vendor to purchase vegetable, look at his negotiation skills. You go to a supermarket, and you see those boys over there who are selling those products for Himalaya, or they have a stall over there. How do they come up and say, sir, do you use this? Why don't you try this product? They don't know you, but they are coming to you. Well, that is soft skills. You go to malls and someone walks up to you with a SBI form. Sir, do you use credit cards? That's soft skills. What else is that? Everybody is using soft skills, and everybody is there to teach you. From a rickshaw wala to the most educated people that you meet, everybody can teach you something in soft skills. So keep learning. And that's what I would say to everyone. Learning will never end. It does not. And the day your learning ends, probably you are at a stage of vegetation. You
Okay.
don't grow beyond that. Okay. Like we see, if you stagnate water in one cup or one place, what happens after a few days? There is vegetation on the water. We see algae. But
Yeah.
if the water is flowing, do we ever see algae on the water? No, it's always under the water. So
Yeah.
that's how you should be. You should be like the flowing water. You should always be learning. And if there is always learning happening here, this thing will grow and grow, and your personality will grow and grow. That's what I will say to everyone.
Yeah. That's really amazing, and that's relatable. I think everybody's like instances happen when you go out of your comfort zone. Then also they happen. Like I have been to university. Like it's been 2 days that I've been near to the
Okay.
university. There had been exactly two instances where I met some salesmen. Right now, I was moving back to my place from the university. I bought a SIM, and that there was a salesman who was giving a SIM, but I needed it. But I saw the salesmanship in him. So
Right.
that's the great part. So can you, sir, like this? Can you tell us a specific incident where you got that? Yeah, a person should have this kind of personality, and these things are essential for interacting with people and communicating your ideas.
Okay, so one important skill which I lacked as a kid, and which I lacked as a teenager also, was listening skills. As you know, I just told you I'm very naughty and I'm a very hyperactive person, so I listen very less. But once I met this person who I was supposed to go and meet for some work, and I went there, and went to that person. So his office staff stopped me. He said, "Wait, sit outside." And I was constantly flickering with something, doing something, flipping magazines out and picking up another. And after about half an hour, the person called me inside in his office, and I did not go inside with a proper mannerism as well. I was a young teenager, 18, 19 years old. I went into the office and I said, because he was my father's friend, so I went inside and I said, "Uncle, my dad said this. Okay, I'm leaving."
Right.
And this person says, "What? Sit." I said, "No, I have to go somewhere." I said, "No, sit, 5 minutes. You like tea?" I said, "Yeah, I like tea. Let's have a cup of tea." I said, "Okay." And then he ordered for a cup of tea. The tea came, and he said, "Okay, one by one, could you please repeat again? What did you say?"
Yeah.
And I repeated again at the same speed. He said, "Oh, I'm sorry, I missed you here. Could you repeat again?" And there, in that 40-50 minutes of meeting, that person taught me listening skills, and that person taught me patience.
True.
Listening skills and patience. And after we were done, the next time I met him, and I still meet him, automatically I slow down when I meet him, because I know this person is going to be as slow as a tortoise while he's dealing with someone, because that's his style of working. So he taught me a lot of things in that short meeting. And after that, he always used to tell me that you are a person who is flowing with ideas, but you need to
Right.
calm down, because everyone is not as fast as you. And
Yeah.
that's where I realized
True.
that, yeah, that's why people don't like me sometimes, because I'm too fast. So when the other person is not as fast as you, they don't like you. They would
Right.
not wanting to be with you. So that's where I learned. And from that day, I started practicing listening skills a lot. And that changed my way, how I look at things. And thanks to him, um, my listening skills have considerably grown over the period of years. Otherwise, I was more of a talker than a listener. So I would say yes, that is a very important incident that happened to me in my life, and I always thank my stars every day for making my dad send me to his friend's office, who
True.
taught me what I should be.
Yeah, it was an invaluable session and like invaluable incidents that you had. So yeah, these incidents, like, once you think like if that would not have happened, I might not have known how it how this is, and that is like. So yeah, these incidents are really amazing. Now, sir, moving on, can you tell us something that you haven't told to a lot of people actually? Like something, so let's talk about something that you enjoy and you feel that you haven't told anyone, and that's very different about you. So that we could get to
Some,
know about you more.
Something that I enjoy and I've not told a lot of people.
Yeah.
Uh, okay, so I enjoy being alone a lot. Um,
Okay.
and sometimes my idea of a holiday is go alone to a place where no one knows you and just roam around, just observe people, and no family with you. I mean, not even my better half or my son or my parents, no one. I would, and I've done this a few times. I'll tell you, I tell my parents that I'm going to X location, but whereas I'm going to a totally different place. So I've done that. And my favorite destination like this to do is New Delhi. I go to Purani Delhi. I would get off the metro and I would roam around. I would go to the smallest of lanes of Purani Delhi, and I would search for small shops over there, taste food, click pictures with people, click selfies, and say hello, how are you, kaise aap, and all that. And I would go to Gurdwara Sisganj Sahib and I would sit there just listening to Shabad, nothing else, just sitting there and doing a lot of self introspection while listening to the Shabad that is going on over there, and eating the halwa and all these things. So this is me, and this is my thing that I usually don't tell people, that I like to. Usually people think that I'm very chirpy and I would have a lot of friends. Yes, I do have, but I like to go to sometimes get lost in crowd
Yeah, you like
and just,
to be in the solitude sometimes.
yeah, solitude, that too in the crowd. So you just get lost in the crowd where no one knows you. People are looking at you as if you're a stranger, and of course you are a stranger over there, and you're just going without any kind of pressure. So no one knows me
Yeah.
that I'm a professor at LPU, or no one knows me that I am such a person. I'm this, I'm that. They just know me as an unknown face in the crowd, and that's what I enjoy. So people don't judge me. I don't judge people. That's how I do it.
That's really amazing. I can actually see the point behind it. It's sometimes it's great to have some solitude and be somewhere that you are not being judged, or like be
Yes.
from away from everybody. Okay, so I was looking at the chat. People are enjoying. So one more thing, sir. Since I've seen you doing a lot of live sessions, being on stage, doing everything. Sometimes in our lives there are lows and everything. Now in the lows there are embarrassing moments also. So what's the most embarrassing moment that you had in any like live session, let's say on stage or anything? Because I would love to know that because it happens. I've seen that.
I didn't have an embarrassing moment on the stage or something. Yeah, but I've had embarrassing moments in my life. Uh, like, once I went to, uh, it was my college days, and I went to my college, and everybody was like, "Oh, we want a party, we want a party." And I don't know what kind of a mood I was in. I said, "Okay, let's go for a party." And everybody was like, "Yeah, yeah, party, party, party." And they said you are going to pay. And I was like confident that I had about 300-400 rupees. And back in 2004, 300-400 was more than enough. So it was a
Okay.
street food party. So I I took along my friends, two of my guy friends, and there were 6-7 girls with us. And as you
All
like to
right.
show off as college students, so I was showing off a little
Mhm.
bit. And when I went there and everybody started eating, I just took out my wallet for something, and I saw it was empty. and I didn't have an ATM card. So that was really embarrassing for me, and and that embarrassment was even more because I took them to a regular stall where I used to visit with my family also. So so that was a huge embarrassment, but that embarrassment soon turned into a style because that stall owner, that radio owner, or rather the thela owner, actually saw me with a blank face, and he came to me and he asked me slowly, "Paise nahi hai?" I said, "Nahi." He said, "घर से ले लूं कि आप दे जाओगे?" I said, "नहीं, मैं दे जाऊंगा." He said, "ठीक है." I said, "अभी?" कहता, "अभी जाओ, कोई बात नहीं." I said, "ठीक है." So while everybody was done, I said, "So हो गया सबका खा के?" He said, हाँ जी हो गया." I like, "भैया लिख लेना, मैं शाम को दे दूंगा." And he said, "हाँ ठीक है, कोई बात नहीं भैया." So the embarrassment was very secluded, but everybody saw that, oh, this guy has got some connection.
That
So
you became even cooler, sir. And now you're like, oh, I has a tab on the stall.
yeah, and the stall wala actually saved my day. And I still go to that stall, and whenever I go to that stall, we always talk about that moment. And now he has a Paytm QR code because now everybody has started using it. So I still don't have a habit of carrying much cash with me. I don't usually carry cash with me. So I'm more of a Paytm guy. So the last time I went, again, I did the same thing. I took out my wallet and I was like, "Paytm chalega?" He said, "हाँ chalega." And then we both started laughing, very loud. And everybody was looking at both of them, gone mad or what? Why are they laughing at Paytm? But we had that experience lived back in a moment that there was one time that I did not have money and there was no Paytm as well. So how would I have paid him? But yes, though that is an embarrassing moment. The second time, the embarrassing moment was we were riding my new scooter. I was given a Honda Dio. My dad did not get me a bike, but because I was very naughty, he said, "You will run around, you'll burn the streets of the city with your bike. So I'm not getting you a bike." So I said, "Okay, don't get me a bike. Get me a nice stylish looking scooter." And he said, "Okay, which one do you want?" I said, "Honda Dio." So I got that, and it was raining, and we were doing a lot of style, me and my friend, on the scooter, and suddenly the scooter skid, and luckily I did not skid for a very long place, but my scooter skid and it fell into a gutter.
Okay.
Right in front of my college gate. So that was really embarrassing.
Yeah, that can be categorized.
And my friend and I, we were really embarrassed, but we were really, it was really important for us to take that out as well. So we took out the scooter ourselves. We didn't call anybody. We pulled out the scooter of that ditch, and we washed it in front of the entire college, and we just, wore the raincoat and came back home quietly. I didn't go to the college for 3-4 days. That people should forget it and then I'll go back.
All in memories. It's like really nostalgic. These moments happen. These become memories. At that time, yeah.
I was 18 years old when this scooter incident happened. After that, whenever it rains, I am very careful about riding a two-wheeler because I know I have faced all those things.
Yeah, you always remember these incidents by the things like scooter and all. It's just
Yeah,
really
definitely.
amazing. Okay, so sir, now the burning question. First of all, you've been there for online for 1 year. Now, have you shifted to offline now, or are you still
No,
online?
I am taking a hybrid mode classes now. Yes, we have a hybrid mode going on in soft skills also. And your first
Okay,
years, your juniors have already reported, some of them. I have about 5-6
amazing.
students in a section who are reporting
Okay,
offline, and one or two in each section. So, a 10% or some kind of this out of first year totality has also started reporting. And now it is even more difficult because when I taught you people, we were totally online mode and we were at home. So
yeah,
yeah, this wall is familiar to all of you. You have seen this wall, and
we have.
Yeah, but now it is even more difficult. Why? Because there are a few sitting in the class, and then there are maximum on the laptop or
Screen.
the screen, and you actually don't understand where you should look more, towards the screen or towards them.
Yeah.
Because if you're looking towards the screen, they feel a little disconnected, and if you're looking towards the students over here, these people feel disconnected. So half of the
Right.
time, my chat is buzzing with, sir, you are looking too far away. I'm like, yeah, yeah, I'm looking at you. Don't worry. So then these people would start looking into the, projection that is being done on the board. They'll start reading the chats like this. And I'll say, guys, I'm right here. Look at me. Don't look at the chats. And so that is a tough part. But yes, we are
Yes.
coming to hybrid mode now, and we expect to come to offline by the next semester. And hopefully, I really want to go back to the offline classes, because a lot of things are that you can actually do only in the offline mode. So yes, I want to start going back to it again.
Yeah, I know how much you used to enjoy teaching offline, and then online was even better, as you are saying that. But hybrid is kind of like challenging, more challenging as a soft skills trainer, because you have to open the camera anyhow, and you have to interact with everybody anyhow. So yeah, that's amazing, sir. So yeah, it's been like really great 1 year with you. I've been associated, and it's been really awesome. So what learning in the COVID era in this 1 year you have come across that is the most beneficial for a student life and for our life in general?
Well, the only thing that I would say is I've learned one thing, and that is you can't depend on anything or anybody.
Okay.
That's a very important thing. Usually people say, "Arey wo hai na, he'll take care of me," or "I have this person to watch my back." There's no one, and you don't know when that watch my back person goes away. So depend on yourself. Be self-dependent first, then depend on whosoever you want. And
All
second
right.
thing, everything in the world can stop. Education cannot, because it comes with an element of time. Okay.
Right.
So if someone says that, I'm 17, I can probably do my first semester later and I'll take a term off after taking admission. I think, yeah, that is an option you have, but I would suggest don't take that option, because you will not like it, right?
Right.
Because you take a term break, just imagine your life going back by 3 months as a ripple effect. So 3 months late to complete first semester, 3 months late to complete second semester, 3 months late to complete third semester, and 3 months late to sit for placements, 6 months late to go for the job.
Right.
That means 6 months of your professional career taken away.
Right.
6 months of retirement age, reduced. You will be
Right.
retiring 6 months earlier than your age mates. So there has to be a proper calculation in what you are doing, what you're thinking, and that's what I've learned from COVID. There would be a lot of hurdles in life, but you got to find a way to keep walking, keep moving. You can't stagnate. That's something that I've learned, and I would say we are a very good example. All of us, you as student, I as a faculty, the university as an institution, that we have kept moving forward, and we are lucky in that sense, right?
Yeah.
So that is very important. And personally, in COVID, one thing that I've learned is, um, if you have people around you, learn to value them. That's what
Right.
I've learned the most, because people have gone into depression. People have started hating their own family members because they are closed in a house and they don't like being with them. That's a very common phase that everybody has, or most of them have gone through. And I think that is a
Yeah.
bad phase. Why? Because you can hate everybody in the world, but not your family. It's an inseparable part of you. They're like your roots. And if you deroot yourself, what kind of a tree are you? A dead tree.
It's true.
So you can't
Right.
do that. That's my learning.
Yeah. Amazing, amazing. So that was really insightful and very deep. being like and very relevant as a college student who's just reporting offline that we have like. So yeah, it was a really relevant and amazing session with you, sir. And I'm hoping to meet you soon at university. with the university, and I'll look out for you,
Yeah,
sir.
someone was
And
asking me where to find you, sir. So you can find me in block 38, room number 512. That's where you find me. That's my staff room. Or else search for me in classes. Keep peeping into the classes in block 33, 34, and 38. You'll find me somewhere or the other. So it's easy to find me. It's not that difficult. And definitely,
yeah.
it's a great session that we have had. Please, all yours.
Yes, sir, indeed. Indeed. Okay, so sir, lastly, please tell me how in detail how did you like the session, and how was everything? That was
The
something that
session
we are every time. Yeah.
The session is great. I think the kind of questions that you guys have asked me, I've probably not shared this with even you people in the talks ever in the class.
Yeah.
I've been more onto my professional life, what I've seen as a recruiter and all those things. But yes, yeah, it truly helped me unwind, and I have gone into those days where those memories that I've not touched for a very long time. And yeah, it was like having a nostalgia after a long time, and I would say yes. I'd be looking forward to your sessions again with more people here as guests, and I would want you
Yes, sir.
to find out some good people that you can call up and do this unwind
Yes, sir.
thing. Starting from the with me, so you can think more people in the university, of course,
Yes,
and
sir.
then beyond the university also you can take it, and it's going to be really good.
Right, sir. Amazing, amazing. That was really nice, and it was great to have you, sir. Thank you for being here. Thank you for giving out your time and your valuable knowledge to us. And yeah, thank you for everything. And we're hoping to meet you soon. I can see everybody. Yeah. So please meet sir at block 32, room number 512. And yeah,
No, block
thank you, sir.
38, room number
38, sorry, yeah,
512.
block 38, 512. Yeah, there are a lot of blocks, so it happens. Sir. Yeah, it's block
Yeah.
38 and room number 512. So yeah, thank you very much, sir. That was really amazing. And
All
with
right.
this, yeah, with this, I as host Manan Agarwal sign off, and we'll see you in the next time with another guest like Mr. Sachin Sidhra, and we'll see you, sir, again. And yeah, so thank you, and we'll see you next time. Yeah, okay, sir. Thank you. Yeah, bye.
Bye bye.